All right, we're going to call this meeting to order of the House Energy, Utilities, and Telecommunications Committee. And we're taking up, that's not it, that's an amendment, House Bill 216, which was voted out with a due pass recommendation from the Energy Subcommittee, I think, yesterday. Chair recognizes Representative Williams, Chairman Williams, to present his bill.
22. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that we pass House Bill 216.
Okay, I would just ask that. I'm sorry, I didn't. I should have. If you would just give a brief explanation of the bill, I would ask you to do that.
The bill that was brought before the subcommittee allowed or provided for two things. One was change the name of chairman to chairperson, and it also provided a change in how the chairman is elected by majority vote of the members. It was felt like that the commission is fully capable of deciding who their chairman should be, and that's basically what the bill does.
Thank you. Would you take questions from members? Would you take questions from members? Okay, we have 27. I don't know who's at 27. Okay, just blinking. All right, any? Won't go out. Do we have any questions from members? Seeing none, no questions. We have a motion?
We do pass.
We have a motion to pass. We have a second? Second. Any discussion? From 26? That, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At the appropriate time, I'd like to offer an amendment to House Bill 216.
Okay, tell us about your amendments that you're proposing.
The amendment is on your desk right now. It's AM 360239. What it does, it strikes majority vote of members on line 40 and inserts in lieu of thereof an affirmative vote of at least 4 of the members. And so basically the intent of the amendment is to dissolve the 3-2 split and that we talked about yesterday in subcommittee, and to ensure that a more fair rotation schedule would be maintained. Thank you. I had a senior moment.
Okay, thank you. Any questions of, yes? No, I think we're in posture. I think of perfecting a discussion, and which time I think you can amend the proposal. I believe that's true. Is that true? Right. As amended. Yeah. Okay. We have a due pass on the bill.
Didn't have one all.
We would need to withdraw the motion.
Okay, well, that's fine. Chairman Martin, what number are you at? 12?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I agree with the chair here. Going back to Chairman O'Neill for many years in Ways and Means, I believe he gets the question on and then the perfection of the motion, and then the chair would then call, we have a due pass as amended if the amendment passes. I believe that is the correct posture that Ways and Means operated under. Okay. It's a pretty complex issue.
That's, it doesn't, the chair doesn't really mind one way or the other. As long as we get it, what we'll have to do is get a bill, and we'll end up voting on a substitute. If it's amended, it would be actually a substitute to the bill anyway that we would vote on. So,
Mr. Chairman, to speak on the amendment, I would oppose this amendment. I don't see that it's gonna, make or break anything of requiring 4 members to do it. We've got a majority vote, and that's normally the way all legislation and work, committee work is done, is by a majority vote. And after all, they have to work together, and I don't see that, 4 and 1 is gonna make, that much difference, so I would oppose the amendment.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments on the amendment, the proposed amendment?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to further the discussion somewhat. Yesterday, for those of you that weren't in subcommittee yesterday, this process has been in place for the last 18 years, and we are changing it to a majority vote. It was said yesterday in subcommittee that in many instances within the PSC there's a 3-2 split, and I personally would like to see them work closer together, and a 4-1 vote seems to me like a more fairer approach to this particular bill, and I would like to support the bill if amended.
Okay, thank you. Representative Drenner, I tell you what, we're gonna allow a vote on your amendment if there's a second to it. However, we're going to do that, but I would advise everybody on the committee to take a look at the rules. Actually, what the rules say in this committee is that any amendments are really supposed to be proposed or given to the chair a day before the vote, and then there's a special subcommittee that's made up, I think, of the chair, the vice chair, and maybe somebody else, the secretary of the committee, and to review that amendment, which has not been done. But we'll waive the rules for that, and we'll take a vote on it if there's a second. Is there a second on the Representative Drenner's amendment? Okay, there is a motion and a second. All in favor of Representative Drenner's amendment, say aye. Okay. All opposed, say no.
No.
Okay, we're going to need a show of hands. All in favor of Representative Drenner's amendment. This is in favor of Representative Drenner's amendment. We're not talking about the bill. In favor of her amendment, please raise your hand, your right hand. Your right hand. All opposed, raise your hand. Okay, the motion fails. Any further discussion? We have a motion on the bill, do pass, and a second. No further discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no.
No.
And we'll do hands again. All in favor, raise your hand. And any opposed, raise your hand. Okay. Motion do pass the bill does pass by a full committee, and we'll move on to the Rules Committee. Thank you, Representative Williams. And with that, unless there are questions, comments from the committee, the committee meeting is adjourned. Thank you.